Okay. Jackson Rawding said, do you like Overkill? If so, what's your favorite album? Love Overkill. My favorite album is Feel the Fire, but my favorite song from Overkill is off NWO, and it's called Gasoline Dream. To me, that's their masterpiece. It's their Stairway to Heaven, but thrash. Well, it's more metal than thrash, but whatever. James Crouch, I've been listening to the band Ghost recently and wondering if you've heard any of their stuff and what do you think of them. In a weird way, I've compared them to classic Kiss lineup. It's the same vibe I'm getting that I had when I first listened to Kiss back in the 70s. Thanks, Ralph. Well, James, thank you for the question. I love Ghost ever since I heard the first album. I thought the first album was fucking awesome. The second one didn't grab me at first, and the few other didn't grab me at first, and I hardly ever listened to those. Then I got the new one that's very poppy and very different and went way more mainstream. And lately, I think that's the best one now. There's something about that last album. I cannot stop listening to that. Somebody's Flesh is Rotting Tonight. What a great... And I'm going to go see them, I believe, this month, next month. I got tickets. Only 3 blocks from my house. They're playing the Fillmore in Miami Beach. And I'm there. It'll be my 3rd time seeing them. I love them. And, you know, all my friends hate them. And it's very trendy to hate Ghost. And I don't know. There's something about me that I love stuff. You know, when I love stuff and then I notice that everybody hates them, it makes me love them more. Ghost rules. Fuck the haters. All right. Seb Scottson said, hey, Ralph, you wanted to ask your opinion on the legendary Frank Zappa. Thanks for all the quality music content you put out. I love Frank Zappa. I'm not like an aficionado like my co-host on the Rock and Metal Combat podcast. Ian Wadley is huge Frank Zappa fan, but I love like Chic Your Booty, Freak Out, Overnight Sensation, Apostrophe. What else do I have from him? Joe's Garage. I love all that stuff. I think that guy's an amazing guitar player. Very underrated guitar player. Not the hugest fan. I can't say I'm the hugest fan, but you know, I do respect and love, and I own everything I just mentioned. I own all those. And there you go. I am a little more than a casual fan, but not a mega fan. But I love Frank Zappa. And I'm dying to see Dweezil plays, Zappa plays Zappa. I have yet to see that. It's always down here, and something always happens. I never can see it. So there you go. Thanks for the question, Scott. Seb. And Lewis Murray said, what is your favorite Kiss cover? You mean somebody that covered a Kiss song? I love how Dimebag did, that's Fractured Mirror's Ace Frehley Soul song. He also didn't, I'm trying to think, Me doing Larger Than Life, duh. I also love that instrumental on Kiss My Ass, whatever that's called, doing Black Diamond. I really, really like that. Okay. Are you by any chance a fan of Ghost? Liam asked that, and I just answered that, Liam. Yes, I am. Ariel Spear, I got great expectations for the next documentary. Well, I hope I deliver. I have no idea how I'm going to do it, but I'll do my best, and hopefully you'll like it. I'll tell you, the audio will be much better than Larger Than Life. I'm very not happy with the audio of my documentary. I know I've said this before, and a lot of people are like, shut the fuck up, that shit ruled. Hey man, if you liked it, then I'm wrong. Philip, out of 10, what score do you give the song Danger? I really like that song. Is it perfect? No, I wouldn't say it's perfect. I'd give it like an 8.5. It's near perfect. Kick-ass tune. I love that song. I love every song off Creatures. T. Ryan, do you have any upcoming live shows we can check out? If you're talking about my band, I can't talk about it, but it's a huge old school thrash band we're going to be open for in January, I believe. But I can't announce that yet. Can you play guitar? If you can, please play. I play a little guitar, but I got a million questions here to answer, dude. So I can't do it now. And plus, my acoustic, which you can probably see, right? You can see it in the camera. And my electric, my acoustic's got some, got one string broken. And my electric guitar, which I hardly play because I lent my guitar player my amp and I have yet to get it back, but that's my fault. I haven't played that in so long that the strings are kind of rusty. I live on Miami Beach and there's a lot of salt water air in the air, you know. Jay Rucker, what Kiss books do you have? Thank Doctor. I don't know. I know I have. I don't know the titles of them. I have Kiss and Sell. I love that one probably the best. And then there's that one where they're sitting on top of the Empire State Building. I love that one. I have the Paul Stanley book. I have the Peter Criss book. I have the Ace Frehley book. And I may have other Kiss books. I have like a little book from the 70s that's a kind listener, viewer of YouTube sent it to me. It was about Kiss Meets the Phantom. Little book, really cool. But yeah, those are, and I may have other ones. I just don't know. Oh yeah, I have the first Kiss Street book too. Okay, Richard Hund, what one song reminds you of each of your parents? That's a good question. Mother from The Wall. Pink Floyd, Mother, reminds me of my mom because my mom is, well, I'm sure all moms are like this, but you know, it's very well said, you know, Cuban mothers are very, very nurturing to their kids, and I love my mother with all my heart, and I don't know how I can exist on this planet if she passes away, and I dread that day. I love my mother so much, and my dad who's still here. My dad, what song reminds me of my dad would probably be Fight the Good Fight from Triumph, because my dad, that's my dad's attitude, you know, just give and take the best that you can. My dad's a hard worker, retired now, made good with his life, and he's my hero. So fight the good fight, because he taught me some damn good morals. That's, you know, but you know, not, I have no morals when it comes to sex. They're a fucking disgusting pig. All right, next question. What's the best Kiss concert and bootleg? Well, I would have to say Alive is the best Kiss concert for me, and bootleg, I don't own many Kiss bootlegs, so I can't answer that question, sorry. I don't know. I remember hearing Destroyed Anaheim, I liked it. Shut your stereo system, show off. No, I'm not gonna, no, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna move the camera. Dude, I got a million questions. I don't wanna show, just take my word for it, it kicks ass. But thanks for asking, you know, I just don't mean to be a dick, you know. Time's limited, I got a million questions. What mini guitars do you have? You're talking about what I have over there. I have the red Eddie Van Halen, the one that you see on the 78 album. I have the Van Halen 2 album, and the white and black stripe, which is also the first album. Rick Nielsen, Uncle Dick guitar, and Randy Rhoads. Those are the little guitars I got over there. All right. Somebody else asking me about Ghost. I already talked about that. Boy, a lot of people want to know about Ghost. Chicken Man Nuggets. Who is better, Gene or Paul? That's a tie to me. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll prefer Gene over Paul. Probably. Not by much, though. Pens Fan 77. If you could own one piece of Kiss merchandise, collectible, that you currently do not have, what would it be? Fuck, I don't have a lot of collectibles from Kiss. I would like to have the originals. That's something I don't own, and you know, since I'm such a vinyl nut, I would like to have originals 1 and 2. So I guess that would be my answer. All right, next one. What is the capital of Zimbabwe? Zimbabwe. That's Eric Von Weddle. The capital of Zimbabwe is Z. That's the capital, because you spell it Z with a capital and then the rest small letters. P. Como, do you support the LGBT community? I don't know. Is that a political fucking thing? I have no idea what that is. I kind of stay away from, might not even be political, but I don't know what that means, LGBT. Don't know, sorry. Michael Simmons, dear doctor, I know it's all about the music, and I emphasize the fact, but Kiss have, god damn, dude, you just wrote a fucking novel. I'm gonna edit this shit and find the question in this fucking long ass paragraph. Okay, I'm back. Yes, I had to edit to read all of this, and it was really cool what he wrote, and his questions in the middle of all this was, he said, What's your favorite biography? They all original members wrote a memento on the timeline of Kiss. I would say probably Paul Stanley's was my favorite, even though it's a bit. Oh no, I'm not gonna bash Paul. I'll move on. I know I'm known as the Paul hater, but whatever. It's the best book out of the ones I've read. There you go. I'm not done with Aces yet though, but so far I like Paul's the best. What Kiss merchandise have you found to be the best? Well, I don't know if it's the best or not, but I found the Kiss trash can from the 70s in my cousin's attic. He moved into the new house. I helped him move in, and we went up to the attic. It was in the corner, and he doesn't even know who Kiss is. And I was like, oh my God, I'm taking this. And he's like, yeah, take it, I don't care. So it's special to me, so I guess that would be my favorite. And do you have another question here? I mean, something that got your dick really hard, endless merchandise. Yeah, I got my dick hard, actually. It was embarrassing getting my dick hard near my cousin. But I put the trash can in front of my cock, so he didn't see my heart on. He's asking, I believe, my favorite bootleg, which I don't have one because I'm not really a bootleg collector. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I do have one. I remember, it's an old one. And I know some people leave a comment down there, go right ahead. It's the one, that real early one that has the song Life in the Woods. I really like that bootleg. That's a cool bootleg. And his last question is, since they are hyping the last tour of End of the Road, what would your ultimate billing in a hypothetical fantasy be for the last Kiss tour? We toured with Ace and maybe Vinnie Vincent. There are openers, but okay, look. This question has been asked before, but I'll give you a different answer on this. I have no interest in going with it, but let's just say hypothetically, I do want to go, and this is what I would like to see. I would like to see the opening act be the Kulick brothers doing all that 80s stuff and the stuff that Bob did with Paul, like All American Man, and do the Gene song Larger Than Life, and choice cuts that Bob played on Nowhere to Run. If he played on that one, I'd like to hear that live, and that would be the opener, and the second act would be Ace. Just make it 3 bills. Ace solo, and then End of the Road. I would like to see that. And have like a Frehley's Comet reunion with Anton Fig. Okay, and I love how he ended this. He said a lot of nice things, and he says, always and forever, Ragman. Oops. I mean Michael. I see the reference there, Trick or Treat. That was awesome. I liked it. It made me laugh. Next question comes from Chris Hunter. Okay, what's your favorite individual Kiss outfits from each member? What's your favorite concert footage of Kiss? And lastly, sorry for the 3-part Dr. Fukk. Hopefully you'll answer at least one. I'm answering all 3, bro. What do you think about the hypothetical Kiss doing End of the Road? Oh my God, really? Dude, what a coincidence. You just asked the same thing this guy did. I'll answer 2, because I already answered your 3rd one. What was the first one? My favorite Kiss outfits. What is your favorite individual Kiss outfits for each member? I'll say all 4 together. Love Gun. I love the outfits on all 4 of them during Love Gun. My favorite concert footage is Winterland, the Hotter Than Hell tour. And I answered your questions, bro. And thanks for asking. Okay, next question. Yohalamo Barahona said, hey Dr. Fukk, I'm a big fan from El Salvador. Fuck yeah. Thank you, man. I don't interact that much, but I always tune into your YouTube channel, podcast, radio show, and your band, of course. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. I always wonder why you and Ian, in more than 200 episodes, only have dedicated 2 episodes to Queen despite there being a big popular band. Is it that the 2 episodes didn't do well in numbers or something? Anyway, the movie is coming up. You should release a new one. Okay, here's the deal with Queen. I'm a big Queen fan, but unfortunately Ian isn't. I don't know numbers. You got to ask Ian about numbers. He knows numbers, but believe me, numbers don't mean anything to us when it comes to doing episodes, because we want to do another Armored Saint one and didn't do the greatest numbers. I don't really care about numbers. I think Ian does, but I influence him not to, so numbers don't mean anything. And I would love to do, what did we do by Queen? I know we did The Game and Innuendo, I believe, so I would like to go a little back from the game, you know, maybe Sheer Heart Attack Queen 2 and Night at the Opera, and my favorite, News of the World. We'll see, man. I'll talk to Ian about it. Let's get another Queen episode up. I'm all for that, brother. James Levin. I love James Levin. Good guy. Hi, Ralph. This is James, longtime fan of yours and longtime fan of your Kiss and Black Sabbath videos. Also, Almost Human Facebook page and Rock and Metal Combat podcast. I know that, brother. I know you're on there. I see you all the time. My favorite member of Kiss is Ace Frehley. My question is, why do you think Ace does not get the freaking respect he deserves on some of these podcasts? I think you know the one I'm talking about. Without Ace, Kiss would not have got as far as they did. All right, I'm going to answer that question, and I know if it gets to some of these people, so be it. It's only the truth. Here's the deal. Here's the truth. A lot of these podcasts don't give the same respect to Ace that they do with Gene and Paul, is because they want to be in the good graces of Gene and Paul. You know, they want to, like, you know, focus more on Gene and Paul than Ace or Peter or all the other. I mean, I've seen, you know, people even fucking respect more Thayer than Singer than, you know, Peter and Ace. But I have not listened to a Kiss podcast in a while. I do listen. I think the last one is Podkiss, which I love Podkiss, by the way. But here's the thing that perplexes me about these podcasts. I mean, obviously, they don't know this, so I don't know why I'm perplexed. But they all lather the ass of Gene and Paul so much, and I don't know why, because Gene and Paul will never do their podcast. I don't care how big the podcast is. They will never guest on it. They might do a little, you know, if you pay, you know, the vault, you can probably get a clip of Gene and shit like that, like I did, you know. But Gene and Paul would rather do the Rolling Stone interviews, CNBC, whatever other networks there are that aren't really Kiss fans, because they want to get more Kiss fans. See, when Gene and Paul, and this is a proven fact, by the way, this is a proven fact, Gene and Paul never ever appeared as a guest like a couple hours on a Kiss podcast. You know, I know Gene or Paul's done Chris Jericho and you know, and probably, I don't even know if Gene's ever done a podcast. He probably has, I haven't heard it. But they would never do a Kiss podcast because they already got the fans. Why would they, you know, waste their time, you know, trying to sell their product to people that are already going to buy it? They'd rather go somewhere where people don't know about it and suck them in so they can become Kiss nerds like us. So that's why they don't talk about Ace that much, because they'd rather talk about Gene and Paul. Because, no offense, they're sheep. I mean, they really are. I mean, my opinion. And if you get offended, anybody that has a Kiss podcast out there, get offended by saying, dude, be proud to be a sheep. I'm a sheep for Ace. I'm a sheep for Black Sabbath and Merciful Fate. I have no shame. Neither should you. Next question. Vincent Thau. Does an original picture disc of Gene have any value? I'm sure it does, but you know where you can find that out? On Discogs.com. Go there and see how much people are selling it for. You can find out the value of any vinyl if you go to that. And if you want to see all the vinyls I own, go on Discogs and type in Phase Linear, Fazellinear, and you can see the list, because I always update my vinyl collection. And I believe the last time I checked, my vinyl collection is worth $23,000 or $30,000, something like that. All right, Joey, the baby kangaroo said, love the Batman style intro. That I gotta give it up to Mr. Shuffle. He was the one that made that. Shout out to Shuffle. My question for the legendary Dr. Fukk, woo, thank you, is how would you rate the Celtic Frost album, Monothesis? You know, I know that's the last one, the reunion one. I really liked it, and I don't know a lot of people that do like that one. And I saw the tour. I love it. I love it. I personally think it's quite possibly the most frightening record of all time. Yeah, you know, you do have a point there. I don't know. How about Don't Break the Oath, dude? The beginning of the Oath? That shit's spooky as fuck. I ask this because others disagree with me about my opinion. That is a fantastic record, and when the mood strikes, it's just perfect. You and I are alike. I don't know a lot of people that like that album. I happen to love it. All right, next question, the Power Chord channel. What other channels do you have? You referred to them in passing the other day, and now I'm curious. I have a Black Sabbath channel called The Eternal Idols. I have a Cheap Trick channel called Cheap Trick Tube. I got the Vieira Vault, where I review different bands, where a lot of those reviews have been taken down for copyright shit, so it's kind of like deterred me of making new ones because it pisses me off when they do that. I got Phase Linear, F-A-Z-E-L-I-N-E-A-R, where they're all videos I made personally, you know, rock videos. You can see Judas Priest videos and stuff like that. Dr. Fukk, just a regular Dr. Fukk. I have the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast YouTube channel. I got Thrash or Die, my band, Thrash or Die. Fools Fear Me, it's all one word, F-O-L, well, come on, Fools Fear Me, spell it together. And God, I have many more. I have a movie review channel, and Que Pasa Mal Parido, which is a Spanglish webisode show. And I know I'm missing more, but those are my main ones. So check it out, bro. Thanks for asking. Antonio Governale said, do you think Kiss will do anything much different and exciting for the Farewell Tour? What do you expect it or not so? By the way, your content fucking rules. Thank you, Antonio. Well, I listened to that Paul Stanley interview on Rolling Stone, and he said they're going to build a stage like they never had before. It's not going to be like any of the past stages. So I know that to be a fact. And also he said, basically he said it's going to be the same stale old set list. So we'll see. I mean, he alluded to that. So that's what I think of it. What do you expect it, if or not so? I don't know what that means, my friend, but I hope I answered your question correctly. All right. Sean Burgundy 1. 2 questions. Better Ace song, Shock Me or Rocket Ride? Love them both, but I'm going with Rocket Ride. Can you talk about your current relationship or your last videos you mentioned being in an open relationship? I was wondering if it was easy for you to agree on terms and whatnot. Yeah, I've been seeing this girl now for about, it's 3 years, I think, and counting. I don't know. I didn't really write down the date, but it's still going on. She's awesome. She's right now doing whatever the hell she wants. And I don't care what she's doing now, and I can do whatever the hell I want, and it's beautiful. And we've never had one fight, not one tiff, nothing. We get along so great, and I'm a big fan of open relationships now more than ever, thanks to her. Love her. Next question is from Raw Barber. I like that, Raw Barber. Cool name. Do you think Spaceman will have the potential to be the best record since Ace Frehley's 1978? He does all the guitars and bass except for 2 songs Gene Simmons plays bass on. Anton Fig plays on a few songs, and he is ending the record with perhaps the final fractured instrumental. Well, that's news to me, bro. I didn't know that Anton Fig's on it. That's awesome. Do I think it's going to be the best in 78? I'm not, you know, I can't tell the future, but, you know, I'm getting the vibe because of Rockin' with the Boys. I don't think it's going to be. Hopefully that's the only clunker on the album, because I do love Bronx Boy. But I'm hoping it's great. You know, that's all I can do. I can just hope. I hope it's going to be the best one since 78. That'd be awesome. So we'll just wait and see. And you know, when I met Gene Simmons on the Vault, when I met him, and in the other room was Ace. I wish he would have came out, but I met Ace outside, so it's all good. He goes, hey, he says to me, Gene says, you hear that there? That's the song I wrote with Ace. They were playing Your Wish Is My Command. And I was like, oh, cool. But here I am meeting Gene, and I couldn't pay attention to the song, so I can't tell you what it sounded like. But he did point that out, that they were playing it. So technically I heard it, but audio-wise, I wasn't listening. But you know what, Rob Barber? I hope it is. I love Space Invader. A lot of people don't. But I'm not them. Carla Starchild again asks, can I ask 2? Yes, of course, Carla. My second question is, you have been to organize Ozfest. Who would you have headline and who would you have sub-headline the event? You can have any band ever in the answer. Who would you have hosting it? Okay, this is hypothetical, and of course I'm not talking about financial-wise. I'm talking about my dream festival, Ozfest. Okay, since it's Ozzy, let's get Black Sabbath to headline with Bill Ward. Without Bill Ward, fuck that noise. Merciful Fate, get the 80s band together. Kim Ruz, Timmy Grammer, Sherman, King Diamond, and of course Michael Denner. And who else? Fucking reunite Twisted Sister. I love them live. They fucking rule. Thrasher Die, of course, have us play. As I look around my house, oh no, Violence can't play because poor Sean Killian's not doing too good. Let me look around my house. Get MOD back together, Gross Misconduct lineup. Death Angel. I've been on such a Death Angel kick lately. I love Death Angel. I think the albums they've done since they reunited are fucking phenomenal. Is that good enough? Do you want more bands on there? Night Demon, kind of new band that I really like a lot. Enforcer, another new band I really like a lot. Newer band, they're not that new. I think that's enough, right? I think I just mentioned many and every many and many, many. So there you go. That's my answer. Okay, John Holt. I know John Holt. Cool dude. What do you like more, Street Trash or Phantom of the Paradise? You asked that because I wrote songs about both those movies. I definitely have to go with Phantom of the Paradise. It's more special to me. I saw it as a little kid in the theater. Left a huge impact on me, and I absolutely worship that soundtrack. And definitely. And I've seen that movie, probably 100 times or more. Love that movie. Thanks for the question, John. And John Marksman says, was Brooke Ostrander, Wicked Lester, really a music teacher after Wicked Lester? I don't know. I don't know nothing about that dude. All I knew about Gene and Paul and what's that Kitty Diddler? The guy that co-wrote Going Blind, whatever his name is. It's a Kitty Diddler. That's the only people I know. Steve Cornell, I believe his name was. Okay, Liam, 9177, will you ever do album reviews of other bands? Now, this is a question I get told a lot. And what people don't understand or people don't know, and hopefully a lot of people will share this information, every single week I review a different album on my podcast with Ian Wadley, and usually we have a guest. Every week, every single week, there's a different album being reviewed. And no, it's barely ever Kiss. And I also have a channel here. It's Viera Volt that I review different bands, but I haven't put up one in a long time because they keep taking them down and it's pissing me off. All right. Mr. Blackwell, You're Not Well. I love that song. I posted it on the Almost Human Facebook page, and a lot of people were like, this song sucks. And I was like, whoopsie doodle. Sorry for your taste. He asked, is your thumbnail picture your impersonation, you impersonating Tommy Thayer, or is impersonating Ace Frehley in the future? A little bit of both. I'm impersonating not really Tommy Thayer or Ace Frehley. Who I'm impersonating is the African American that played Ace in Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. Look closely, you'll see the details. Okay. All right, another one from Raw Barber. Do you think Ace Frehley will be part of End of the Road Tour? This is a question I'm getting a lot. Will it be opening? No, I don't think so. I'll be shocked if it does, but I don't think so. Perpetual Art says, dude, you look exactly like Ace Frehley in the thumbnail. Ace Frehley circa 2018. A lot of people say that. There's that picture when I met Ace, where me and Ace are sitting at the table, and everybody says, Jesus Christ, you guys are twins, and I can't see the similarity. Okay, Joseph Staub. Yeah, Joseph Staub. Die-hard podcast, Rock and Metal Combat podcast fan. And he writes, How would you rank ABBA studio albums? I know the ones are kind of out in left field, but I know you share my love for ABBA, and I figured it's something that you'd have been asked before. Yes, I have, and my favorite ABBA album is probably The Album. I love Arrival. I can't do it in order, but I know my least favorite would probably be the first one, the self-title. But, you know, and the last one, The Visitor, I didn't like that one too much. But I love Super Trooper was awesome. And what other ones are there? I know there's Waterloo and all that. I love them all in different ways, but the first one, the first one I like more than The Visitors. The last one is the one I couldn't get into. That's the only one I don't like. But I can't rank them best to worst. It's hard for me to do that right now, you know, because I'm kind of plowing through it and my brain's kind of frying up a little bit here. So let's go to the next one. Foggin Wagon says, what's your favorite Ace Frehley record, excluding the 78 solo album? Well, for a little while there, I was saying it was Space Invader, because I love that album so much. But I'd have to say the first Frehley's Comet by a little bit. Trouble Walking's awesome too, but I'm going with the first Ace Frehley album. Okay. Joe Lamandola. What's up, man? I'm wondering if you ever heard of the Norwegian hair metal band TNT. If not, check out Knights of the White Thunder. Their second album is awesome. Yes, of course, I own that shit. Seven Seas, Deadly Metal, Break the Ice. Ronnie Latecro is an amazing guitar player. Fucking awesome. And of course, what was his name? Tony Harnell or something like that? He was in Skid Row for a little bit. Great singer. And I have the second one, Tell No Tales. Yeah, I know them well. Good albums, bro. Good. Glad you brought them up. And I saw them live once with Loudness. Was it Black and Blue? I think it was Loudness, Black and Blue, and TNT. I saw that tour. So I even saw them live, bro. On the Tell No Tales tour. Alright, Thomas Rosie Fan 2. What's the strangest concert goer you've seen and what made them so weird? That's a crazy question because I've been to like hundreds of concerts and I'm trying to think, is there any concert? Probably, well, I don't know if it registers as weird, but my very first concert was Cheap Trick, and I remember a guy was dressed exactly like Rick Nielsen, and Rick Nielsen brought him up on stage. That was kind of cool. That's, you know, because, you know, the first concert's always burning your memory. And, but weird, no, you know, strangest concert goer, I can't say. When I saw Billy Squier and Rat way back in the early 80s, I met a girl, and I'll never forget this, Tight Leopard Pants, and Rat played. I loved Out of Cellar. They were so good. And then Billy Squier came out, and I'm not the biggest Billy Squier fan, but I don't hate him, but he was kind of boring me, so I went out and about, and I met this girl in the leopard pants, and she was drunk, and she came up to me, and she just said, "Can you fuck me, please?" And I took her up to the nosebleeds where the nose was around, and I fucked her, so that was kind of a strange concert goer. Okay. And I never seen her since because, you know, she was drunk and I lost in the crowd because she was actually a really good fuck, but I was really young. I mean, any fuck when you're that young is good. Robert Patterson says, what do you think, if anything, Kiss needs to do in order to make the U.S. leg of the End of the Road tour a success? Bring back Ace and makeup. I don't know. I don't even think that'll make it that big of a success. I know I'm talking as a nut swinger. Oh, you bring back Ace, it'll fill the place. I don't even think that'll help. I don't think it's going to be a success. I think it's going to start off kind of strong. I think they'll do good in Europe. But here, it might do okay in the beginning, but I can't see them do a 3-year tour around the States and coming back here and playing over and over again. I just don't see it being a success. And I think promoters are going to take a nosedive. They're really going to get hosed. And I don't think promoters will want to book Kiss after a year or so of the End of the Road tour. They're going to have to stay in Europe for a while, in Australia, and I know they do well over there. Igor Podemsky said, what's your favorite Kiss tour and concert on DVD? Well, my favorite Kiss tour I saw, because of sentimental reasons, was the reunion in Madison Square Garden. I saw the Miami show, but I thought the Madison Square Garden shows were much better. But the Miami show was a solid 10. There was something magical about New York during that time. You had to be there to believe it. It was just a magic in the air. And my favorite concert on DVD, said this before, Winterland, Hotter Than Hell one. Love that one. Okay, Cobra339 said, assuming they were alive, you had to pick one member of the Golden Girls cast to give you a handy while a song from Music for the Elder is playing in the background. What chick and what song? I don't really know that show too well. I know Betty White is still alive. I would have picked her, but she's still alive. Not the really oldest one, and not B. Arthur, the other one. That one. I never really watched that show, but yet I remember all 4 Golden Girls. Go figure. So I mean, that's my choice. And what song? Probably Escape from the Island, so she can do it fast. Okay. Dan Bergstrom says, Dear Dr. Fukk, did you notice that the first part of the solo in She is lifted almost note for note for the first part of the solo to 5 to 1 by the Doors? Now I'm trying to think of that Doors song. I was like, 5 to 1, baby, 1 to 5, no one here comes out alive. That's the song, right? Not the biggest Doors fan, but you know, I got the greatest hits. Let me think. Doesn't that one go dun 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 ba da dum, and then Kiss is like da na da na da na na da. I could be wrong, so I can't answer that question because what I'm thinking now, I don't think they sound alike at all. But I could be wrong, and you could be right. But thanks for the question, Roy Martin. What do you think of Ace going out to play with Kiss, sing 5 or his songs, and take the stress off of Paul's voice? I'm guessing they'll keep Thayer, so what do they do there? Dress both in spaceman gear or have Thayer take the Ankh? They need Thayer as a reliable lead player, so what do they do? I wouldn't like that. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like a purist and, you know, a snob when it comes like shit like that. I only want one spaceman on stage, and it's, you know, the only spaceman, you know? You can't rhyme space with Tommy. So I want Space Ace on the stage the whole fucking time. So I wouldn't like that. That would be my answer. But I'd love to have Ace, you know, join them. Fuck it. I'd go for that and have him sing 4 or 5 songs. Give Paul a break. Yeah, sounds good to me. That'll make me go. Because I'm not going to this end of the world tour, road tour, unless they have some strong opening acts that I'd go see them instead and just stick around for Kiss and watch it and then leave. Marco Ramos said, Hey Ralph, great podcast and TV channel and YouTube channel. Thank you, Marco. Question is, not counting Firepower, what are your top 5 metal albums of 2018 so far? That's a great question. All right, number 5, I would say Dee Snider for the Love of Metal. I love side 1, side 2, not so much, but I do like the last song on it. Atomic, Fallout, Atomik, Fallout. That would probably be my number 2, right below Firepower. I know there's an album I'm thinking of that I'm like, God damn, this album's almost as good as Firepower, and now I can't think of what the fuck it is. This sucks, dude. Alright, I'm back. I had to go on Wikipedia and put on albums of 2018, and I went through the list, and it's not 5, because I can't deny any of these albums. They're all great. I put them all above the Dee Snider one. I put that one at the very bottom, even though I do love side 1 and the last track. Loudness, Rise to Glory. Best album they've done in many, many years. Love that one. Voivod, The Wake is really good. Brainstorm, a band called Brainstorm. They're old school, kind of. They're from the 90s. With Midnight Ghost. Satan. Oh, that one's a great album. Satan with an album called Cruel Magic. I talked about Ghost before. I really like Prequel. Stryper. Goddamn Evil. I think Stryper has made their best albums. Their last 3 albums, I think, are their best albums. My favorite of them all, of the 3, are is the one before, The Fallen, but that one is a damn good album. I love it. Especially the song The Valley. God, I love that song. Suicidal Tendencies, Get Your Fight On EP. I think it's awesome. Dave Lombardo on drums. And Michael Schenkerfest, Resurrection. Those are my favorite albums so far. I know it's more than 5 so far, and I'm really looking forward to the new Gamma Bomb that I believe comes out in a couple weeks. And Gamma Bomb has yet to make an album that does not fucking rule. So there's your answer, so thanks for asking.